I sat down to try Thrifty Business and found myself spending 4 whole hours unpacking boxes by accident, without timers, without any pressure, without complex systems whatsoever, just opening boxes and putting things on the shelves. And somehow, that's enough to carry the entire game. Thrifty Business is a cozy simulator where you manage your very own thrift shop and sort and organize all kinds of stuff on display for the people in your neighborhood. At first glance, it may seem easy and maybe even boring, but everything about this game is addictively appealing. The gameplay loop is super simple. Buy a box, open it, retrieve an item, then place it somewhere in your shop. Though that's all there is to it, it's so satisfying. Every box has new items to discover, and figuring out where each item belongs scratches that same itch as organizing a messy room, or setting up a perfect display in a game like unpacking. You begin to group objects in a sensible way based on their categories, colors, or simply how they look next to one another. It doesn't take long until you've optimized your store, regardless of the lack of any real pressure from the game, though you will get a better shop score the better organized it is, which will be important for achievement chasers. Speaking of organization, early on your shop is small, and that limited space will have you making messy decisions. You end up placing things where they will fit rather than where they truly belong. However, as you unlock more rooms and furniture, the game opens up and you'll be able to organize to your heart's content. That means having the freedom to go back and reorganize everything you placed down earlier, which hopefully you do sooner rather than later. Speaking from experience here. The process of creating your own layout is one of the more enjoyable parts of the game. There is a progressive system called community points, but it's fairly passive. You earn points just by playing the game naturally, and you're able to spend the points on new furniture and decoration sets. So while it doesn't change how you play the game per se, it does give you a steady stream of new options to work with, which keeps things feeling fresh. Where Thrifty Business really stands out compared to other shop sims is in how it handles customers. Instead of just being filled with background NPCs, there's a group of regulars who come back over time with their own little storylines. You help them find specific items, listen to what troubles they're going through, host events for them, and watch their stories unfold as your shop grows. There are even small moments where their lives intersect, like a couple that develops over time, and those touches give the game a bit more personality. The stories themselves aren't especially deep, and outside of the regulars, most customers blend into the background. The focus isn't on managing a crowd or dealing with difficult customers. It's more about creating a welcoming space where people feel comfortable coming back. Helping them doesn't really give you major gameplay rewards, but it feels nice. There's no pricing system, no haggling, no impatient customers, and no time pressure. Take all the time you need for preparing to open your shop, and once it's open, you don't have anything else to take care of other than checking out your clients and picking up trash. It creates a rather relaxing atmosphere, which you won't be able to feel in many other management simulators. At the same time, that lack of pressure does make the game very easy. If you like managing your profit margins and balancing different systems, you'll probably feel disappointed with the gameplay complexity, but the game clearly isn't trying to be that. The game was obviously meant to be relaxing, and it definitely succeeds at that. Visually, the game leans into a colorful, slightly nostalgic aesthetic. The shop itself feels quite cozy, the items are interesting to look at, and there's a large variety of them. I found myself gravitating towards certain styles, like the more witchy, Hot Topic-inspired sets, but there's plenty of room to experiment if you want to theme different areas of your shop. The music fits the experience nicely as well. Although nothing really sticks out among other songs, they do their job by supporting the atmosphere without becoming annoying or distracting. The biggest problem with Thrifty Business is that you can experience almost all the content it offers very quickly. Within the first several hours, you will be able to grow your store, discover almost everything available, and get a good sense of the gameplay. There are still achievements to chase and opportunities to reorganize your store, especially if you want to improve your layout and go for a higher rating. But once you've done that, there isn't much left pulling you back in. There is a sense of progression while you're playing, but it has a pretty clear ceiling. As soon as you reach that limit, the motivation to keep going fades unless you simply like organizing things. So, who is this game for? Thrifty Business is a great fit if you're looking for something relaxing, simple, and satisfying. If you enjoy organizing, decorating, or just the idea of running a cozy shop without any stress, it's easy to get pulled into. But if you're looking for something deeper, more challenging, or something that's going to last you a long time, this probably isn't it. At the end of the day, Thrifty Business turns a very simple idea into something genuinely addictive. It just doesn't last as long as you might want it to. But for a few hours, it's impossible to stop playing, and it gets my stamp of approval. If you like the video, press the like. If you want to see more of me, subscribe. I cover cozy games, RPGs, and visual novels. Bye guys!